Let's talk a little sports. The NBA trade deadline was like last week. A whole bunch of people got traded, and now the conversation is: does it hurt the league when players demand trades, star players, superstar trade players, and essentially put the organization in a tough spot? You're not going to re-sign with them. You're going to lose them if you let them walk. So you kind of have to trade them, see what you can get. Um, and it's kind of yes and no, right? After watching Patrick Ewing waste years, not waste, but spend a lot of years in New York Knicks because of the old school mindset of I have to stay with the organization that drafted me, or I have to stay with the organization a long time. Michael Jordan stayed with the organization a long time. So did Kobe Bryant. So did Karl Malone. But a lot of guys, more guys, lost out on potentially winning championships with that old mindset. Karl Malone never left and really had a real chance to win a championship. Patrick Ewing never had a real chance to win the championship after he left. It took hell and high water to get Kevin Garnett to leave. He was able to win the championship with Boston, but later in his career, it just takes a lot of that old mindset of saying, I don't want to hurt the fans, I don't want to hurt the team, I don't want to cause disruption, stuff like that. Now, the new mindset is say, well, this is a business decision. I want to go, and I could just go anywhere I want. And, if I want to say I want to go to LA or whatever, I can go. So the things are, the fans are more involved now than ever before. It's more important to have players understand that. So back in the day, you would just buy a ticket, whatever, whatever. Now, when you have fans betting on teams, betting on players, um, making their whole weekend around going to see a specific player. I'm going to see Kevin Garnett. I'm going to see Kevin Durant. I'm going to see Steph, whoever you like, now or in the past. I remember I went to see Dwayne Wade in Toronto. I lived in Buffalo. Me and my boy, a couple of my boys, we went, uh, got a car. He picked us up. We went to freaking Toronto, drove 2-3 hours, and we went to Toronto. I couldn't imagine getting there and find out he's sitting because he's tired. That wasn't even a thought of. This is this is how long this was. This was the Heat when it was just Dwayne Wade dropping 40 every night and he was losing. And this was Chris Bosh, Toronto Raptors. This was before the Heatles and all that stuff. So that wasn't even a thought. I've traveled to see the Yankees many times in New York City. Never thought, oh, Derek Jeter not playing. I'm like, wait, what? These are plans we put in stone months before even looking at lineups and stuff like that. But now, I went to see the Hawks a couple of days ago. Didn't know any of those guys. That was during the whole who's trading and who's not trading. I knew Trey Young and the rest of those guys. I couldn't pick them out of the lineup. They played Phoenix. I knew Chris Paul, Devin Booker. The rest of those guys you don't know. So I think it's different now when fans are more involved with not just going to see the tickets, like they're making their whole existence of a vacation, of an experience of going to see this one player, whether he dropped 50, 40, or 20. And you get there with your picket sign and your popcorn, your parking pass, your jersey, and the man got $1 million in jewelry sitting on the bench. It's like, wait, what? So there's gonna have to be a happy medium. I don't think it will happen anytime soon. The players, especially superstar players, kind of have their own way right now. You blame whoever you want, whether you say LeBron or Durant, whoever. Doesn't matter who started it. The problem is, can you curtail the situation to make it not look as bad as it is? And really, it's not that bad. Let's say every team has 15 guys, there's 30 teams. Let's say we're talking about 300, 350 players max. We're literally talking about 15 guys. We're talking about 15 guys. Now, the problem is the 15 guys hold a lot of power. LeBron says he wants to get traded. You have to make a call. Kevin Durant says he wants to get traded. You have to make a call. Kyrie Irving. So you can't just say, well, no, I don't care. You sit there and shut up. That don't happen. You can't just say whatever because you lose opportunities and getting draft picks and getting better. Now, most of these teams never get better. They always say, well, try to get something comparable. You never get something comparable. You try to get a couple of trash cans. Make sure your trash cans are clean. Try to do what you can, but you never get anything comparable. You always get a whole bunch of, average guys. Nothing wrong with average guys, but you get a whole bunch of average guys. You never get that, once in a lifetime superstar. So they just have to figure that out in the NBA because they're going to be in the next players' agreement that if you don't play, you don't get paid. That's kind of, at the end of the day, this is work, right? Now, I understand you say, well, I'm injured, I'm resting for it later on. That's cool. But they're going to have third-party doctors now. They're going to have to say, hey, is this person really injured? Can an average player play? Back in the day, they said if you can walk, you can run. So I don't know. But I don't think it's going to get any better. Now, the difference is some of these guys are older. Obviously, LeBron won't be in the league in, let's say, 3 to 5 years. Let's say KD retires in a couple of years. Kyrie and those guys. The young guys look like they love basketball. Like, they want to play every game. You look at Giannis, Ja Morant, Booker. You look at these guys that don't want to sit out. They have a different mindset than the Kawhis and the Paul Georges and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Maybe young guys say, I want to play every game, whether I'm hurt or not. I want to give the fans my all. We'll see. But the batch that's leading the league right now in player movement, and I can do what I want to get traded, kind of have the NBA at a standstill where if I want to say I want to go, I can go. So we'll see. The trades are going to work. It's weird because Dallas trades for Kyrie. They've been losing every game with Kyrie and Luka. I think they lost 3 straight. They traded him and they're already in the playoffs. I think they were like 4 or 6 or something like that. Same with Phoenix. We're already in the playoffs. They traded for Kevin Durant. Now, obviously, you got to trade for these guys, right? It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Can we do it, right? But chemistry is the biggest thing when you come to like having a team. Doesn't matter how much talent you have. If you have chemistry, you can do more. And even if you're average talent. You look at the Spurs won the championship, Boris Diaw, those guys. Those guys weren't the biggest and the best and the strongest and the fastest. They had great chemistry and a great system. Detroit Pistons are another team like that. So chemistry beats talent more times than not. Obviously, you have once-in-a-lifetime talent. You have LeBron, like that. Most those guys don't even make the playoffs. The Lakers made a whole bunch of trades for next year. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. They're not going to get close. LeBron is with a serious injury. And I don't think they gel well yet. Take some time in practice and stuff like that. You can't practice, man, on a bum ankle, so you ain't practicing much. So, I think the Lakers are building for the future. I don't know how long the Lakers can hold on. There's only a few franchises that cannot miss the playoffs forever. The Knicks can miss the playoffs forever, and Knicks fans will still go there. It's New York City. We don't care. Not we, because I'm not a Knicks fan no more. But people don't care. The Lakers are not like that. The Lakers can only be sorry for about 3 years, 4 years tops. Now, what helps LeBron now is they won the championship in the bubble. The bubble was a couple years ago, but they won a championship. He said, I want to get a championship for the city. He did that. So he got some time, but the Lakers don't have no time because there's going to be a day where you can't rely on LeBron. At the end of the day, the man about to be 40. Can he drop 20, 30 points at 40 still? Maybe. Do you want to rely on that? No. You want to get some young guys around. You want to get some benchers. And that's, money, but also, these young guys may not want to play with LeBron. The limelight is a lot when you got LeBron there. And it's not a team that you can just be sorry and jack a whole bunch of shots and not play defense. You got to actually execute and perform in Los Angeles when the lights are on. So, it's going to be interesting to see what the Lakers do in the offseason. They have more wiggle room now with Westbrook's contract out the way and stuff like that. So also going to be interesting if LeBron takes a pay cut to see, if he can get some other superstars. We'll see. But I don't know if the NBA trade issue is going to get any better anytime soon. The only thing we can hope and pray for is that the younger guys, the superstars, Giannis's, Sexton and stuff like that. Maybe they don't. Ja Morant. Maybe they want Trae Young. Maybe they just if I'm injured, I'm gonna play. We'll see. Likely of that changing is probably not though. Cat's gonna still demand trades. Peace.